93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
How to give teachers a pay raise. With your Alexa Flash Briefing, I'm Kurt Darling. Teacher pay was a fight in this administration and will be in the next. Chris Davis reports on the debate and how the candidates for governor say they'll get it done.
For Democrat Dr. Woody Myers, it's about fine-tooth combing the state budget. And he wants you to know that he'll appoint State Superintendent Jennifer McCormick as his
Secretary of Education.
Holcomb says the state already puts over half the money in the budget toward educating young Hoosiers, and they were able to provide for a raise this year. Myers says one that's too small. Libertarian Donald Rainwater.
What we really need to do is get our education system decentralized.
The local school districts would have control of the money then, he says. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Yet another homicide. A person shot and killed on the east side this morning at around 6 along East Washington Street, just east of I-70. Police not saying yet what led up to it. Not a lot of optimism from your senior senator on the possibility of another COVID relief bill in Washington.
We will continue to see if negotiations might lead to a broader breakthrough when it comes to a package.
But Senator Todd Young says he's not sure if talks will go anywhere. He is excited about the confirmation vote of Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Her confirmation is expected to be voted out of committee tomorrow, and a full Senate vote is slated to happen on Monday. The state's unemployment rate is back down to a little over 6%. That's the lowest since it reached a high of 17% at the height of the coronavirus pandemic. But if you take the pandemic out of the equation, 6% is still the highest it's been in 6 years. Indiana has about $700 million in federal pandemic aid left to spend before the end of the year. Eric Berman explains.
Some spending has been delayed by a lack of federal guidance on what the money can be used for. Budget Director Chris Johnston says the government finally clarified the state can use the money to cover police, fire, and health department payrolls. Johnston says one possibility for what's left is to shore up Indiana's unemployment fund. Eric Berman, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Pandemic fatigue seems to be a thing, as Hoosiers are apparently tired of the coronavirus, and it's a likely contributing factor to rising COVID numbers in Indiana, says Dr. Graham Carlos with Eskenazi Health.
I think some people have started to think it's futile, it's impossible to get through this, when that's simply not true.
Talking to Wish TV, he says to stay positive, and talking about your experiences with your friends and family will actually help you get over pandemic fatigue. The Indiana Pacers will introduce Nate Bjorkgren as their new head coach later this morning. Bjorkgren comes to the Pacers after serving as an assistant for the Toronto Raptors. WIBC's flash briefings are updated throughout the day, so you can always check for the latest local news. You can also rejoin us in the car at 93.1 FM to stay on top of the latest traffic alerts, weather, and news. I'm Kurt Darling, on the level, on the go, and on Twitter at 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.